Hello and welcome back to the next episode. Now, last time we have established our mining base on the moon here. So the mining complex is going up, the solar collector is going up. And now for this episode, we are going to prepare for Mars and want to get our next base going towards the direction of the Mars. Our probe will arrive in May there. And until then, we have the space tags done. We get more boost, and probably we can also finish up the nuclear fission in space, which is another project we have to rush afterwards. But basically, yeah. So we are basically limited by these two technologies, more or less. And that's it for the moment. In regards to Earth here, we probably can make a time skip here again. So we want to do two things here before I can do a time skip again. One is that we talked about that we have to exchange one of our counselors here. And I decided that Feti here will be the one to go. So we are going to why can't we? Ah, there we go. So we are going to dismiss him. It's a bit annoying because we have to replace these orcs here somewhere on other counselors. But we can make it work, most likely. But in general, with the stats he has, we can definitely, well, we will survive. So we are going to, wait a second, we should make sure that the guy we want is still available. Yeah, Lewis is still here. We are going to take Lewis for the assault alien assets here, but also because of his stats, he has a decent command value, not a really high administration value. But it's still better than the Feti here, and we really need someone to go after the aliens now. So we're going to dismiss, retain our orcs, and now we go and recruit Lewis here with his 50 years. So we are going to get a decent amount of experience here. Yeah, 40 actually. So we can do 2 admin here, which will make it easier to... Do we want to have these two on him, actually? Maybe we want to put it somewhere else. Like this guy here. Her, not... So, for example, we could... undo... Now, actually, let's take... this one for the moment, and this one. We can still replace it later. And then continue onwards here. This is our admin guy and investigation guy, yeah. He should get Uxalt as soon as we can. So we are going to pick up the Pacific minerals here again. And you get Jasper for the moment. Yeah, and Philip here. How about you take the one which gives some influence to us? And then we have to wait for better orcs again to continue this build up of orcs, basically. Now, meanwhile, we are going to try to finish up this... Well... we have to move the other armies over there first. But we are going to try to finish Ukraine here first and foremost. And then we can continue expanding into Saudi Arabia and Iraq here to consolidate our power there. And now we can actually use this guy here to remove the plants which we have in our realm. We can go with like 2 ops here pretty much safely. And we can send
your orders. Standing by.
You for the alien activity here. So basically, this way we are going to continue here. But the next steps are either going to be quests which we finish up, or the technologies that finish up. So we are going to rush towards May to get our stuff for Mars going here. Therefore, well, let's continue ahead here, and I'm going to jump forward a bit. Okay, we are in the mission phase where we will reach the Mars with our probe. And also we are going to finish up the fission pile. Fission pile. So that's going to be the next one here. There we go. And Yeah, where do we want? What do we want to do now? I don't think that we want the commercial rocket companies here. So I do think that we want to prepare for the lab here. Also, we want to finish the outreach project here. Solid core fission system was picked by the AI as the next project. And basically, that's a very good one because it leads to nuclear freighters, which also reduces the fuel costs or the boost costs for projects. But it also leads to the fission pulse drives, which is basically the way to the pulsar drive, which is something we definitely want to explore and consider as a first and early drive, basically. So let's finish outreach here to get more orcs, therefore would boost up everything we do. And there we go. That's the Ukraine. We took over finally. Path all armies home. There we go. So what? Why? Okay, that is not working as supposed to do. Can you go to Moscow? You go to St. Petersburg here, please. No, you're not going by sea. Come on. And then, no. Okay, you go here. From there, we manage it further. Okay, we have arrived at Eric, apparently, whatever that is.
The people will come to our side.
Our cause is unjustified today.
Come on, I want to be successful here. We do have some room now here in our control points.
In our direction.
We've hit them where it hurts.
Okay, that's the other, the crackdown, the second one. Come on, give me the purge, please. Ooh, Norway has finished its space program. Nice. Please make more mission control here. Come on. Ooh, that's Mars now. Perfect. Okay, let's go there. We have arrived at Mars. We have 25 sites here. And now we have to decide on which ones we want to colonize. Ooh, there's one with 14 fissiles. Ay, 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 ay. That's a nice one. We don't necessarily need to colonize this one, however, as the first one. Now, first of all, we want to get our industry going. So I'm leaning towards... Okay, we want high metals. 68 here. But we also want water. 9... 7... This one is a very good mixture. This one is also decent. Yeah, I'm not sure how many mines we want to actually make on Mars. Because we want to jump towards Mercury as quickly as possible. And Mercury will give us all the metals and nobles that we desire. So we have to keep an eye on feeding Mercury later on. For which we maybe want to jump to Ceres. Tough choice here. Tough choice. I mean, taking this one with 14 fissiles is something we definitely want to. Also 10 fissiles here. So basically, let's say we take... We're going to take this one, definitely. But not as the first one. We don't need to take this one as the first one either. Yeah, let's go for metals here. So this one, this one. It's one of these two. Which means basically this one here. That's a low amount of water. Oh, this is hard. This is really hard. This is really hard. I think I'm leaning towards this one. Labyrinthus. Or Olympus Mons, actually. Now, let's take the Velis here. It has everything. So we get everything we need for future bases. It costs us 10 boosts to get there. 360 days. That's already with our technology here, basically. Ah, yeah, it's a terrible start date currently. The time window here. Yeah, let's take Valles here. It has the mixture of everything. So we start here. 360 days. Manage it. We want to send the 33 boost. 390 days. Yes, please. And then we need to send the fission pile. We can also do the 360 days. Done. That's the first mine on its raid to Mars for 1 year. And then we have something there. Okay. Then back to Earth, basically. And we can now expand further here. Get the next space program going here in Arabia. If we get it. Oh, we lost Finland, apparently. And a little bit in Lithuania. Ugh. Annoying.
We've removed some threats.
But we got one here in Saudi Arabia now. Nice. I'm going to invest everything here into space program. Okay. Yeah, from here on... Yeah, we are now at peace again. So that's good. We can move our armies home. Which means that we also have more production here. In more investment points. We do, however, need to reduce unrest here.
What's the up?
You can do this.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
And...
Where do you need?
Yeah, now it will take over 1 year to reach the Mars base, basically, to make it work. The nuclear freighters here only reduce the costs, however. Now, the next step would be to get... I think we want to send 2 more bases on its way. One for the huge amount of fissiles we can get there. And everything else. We have to decide on 2 more, basically. And afterwards, I want to make a station and a spaceport on Earth already. So that we can start making ships as soon as our Mars bases land. And then we also make a station on Mars itself with our bases on Mars. So maybe we want to actually get something like a space dock on... No, we don't need yet. But we have to prepare for this. So basically that's what we want to do. And we need to prepare for this. So all the boost income we can get is useful because therefore we can send these mines faster to Mars and get our station up faster with all the stuff we need. So that's going to be something we are going to work for now. And I'm going to jump forward in time a bit to get more Mars bases dropped down. Okay, here we are in July, and we have progressed quite significantly. So the fission technology has finished up here, and we finally went into Deep System Skywatch, even though I didn't pick it. And yeah, that's going to reveal all the alien presence wherever they are. We're also going to see Ad Astra finishing up and arrival soon, and space dock and interplanetary warships here. Meanwhile, we have basically just done things like stabilizing here everything. So nothing too surprising here. Now we want to continue. We probably want to better get battery? Maybe the molten salt one here can't hurt to get an early ship design. Okay, let's continue.
Initiating surveillance.
We are still trying to finish this mission here to investigate returned abductees, but we have been unlucky so far.
We've got some intel on our target.
Oh, we found an academy guy. Okay, interplanetary warships is done. And now we can pick here the... Okay, these we don't really need. We definitely want the containment here. So let's just dump some science into this one. And now we will not take over this one. No, we could, no, we can also not get this one. So let's push into Deep System Skywatch to get some kind of
Personal
global
interests
tech
are
again.
met.
Ah, we did a critical success here, nice.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Things are cooling off.
And we can't unify more stuff currently. Mostly due to the fact that everything is on cooldown in this regard. We are definitely not getting Tajikistan here currently. So we are going to go to war at some point with it. But not right now. We can wait. And yeah, we have Saudi Arabia, which is going into space. We have Iran, which is doing everything we want. And we are struggling a little bit up here because they are constantly breaking our executive control here, and we are a little bit at the cap of not mission control, but control points basically. So that's a problem. But we are doing relatively great. Again, there are abductions. Nice. So we can try it again here. Ah! Erratic leader behavior. We are receiving reports describing a sudden swing in the behavior of some leaders in Peru. Which we believe may mark an alien attempt to secure a control point for the servants there. We have determined that the aliens are now able to infiltrate national institutions in what will look from the outside like a purge mission by the servants, but may not be prevented by our usual legal or political defenses. We believe developing the science attribute among our councils will help us understand and defend against this phenomenon. Yeah, so that's definitely the first step in this direction now. Now we can try to catch them here again.
We'll recon the
So
site.
you can investigate here again in Sevastopol.
Overwatch.
Ready to go.
Can we get our point back here?
At your service.
So actually, could we? No, but we can't take Norway back. So let's do this one.
We're taking power.
And
At your service.
do we need to fix unrest somewhere? Yeah, maybe here.
We'll
But
turn down the heat.
sadly, we didn't really get lucky with stuff here currently. Let's take this one actually. But we didn't get any admin orcs so far, which is really a problem. But it will fix itself at some point. Also, we already made our second base, which is the one with the high fissile income. No, it wasn't. It wasn't? Wait a second, what? Oh, I made a mistake. I wanted to go for Utopia. Oh no, that was the next one. Yeah. I went for the water here. And next one is going to be Utopia Planitia. Or did I make a mistake? I'm not sure. Yeah, I made a mistake. I wanted to go for one of these here. Planitia is not the one I wanted. So I didn't pay attention here. So Utopia Planitia. Maybe I just clicked the wrong one here. So this is going to be the next one. Another outpost here. And now we can basically see, okay, we are going to need a lot of boost or resources, so we just have to wait until we can buy this. Yeah, and so basically we are now in a really good spot. In the next episode, we are going towards a space station and therefore then our first ship designs. I'm really looking forward to that. Leave a like and subscribe and see you in the next episode when we go into the first ship designs.